The science shows that there is very low risk to anyone who has been fully vaccinated, and that it is safe for us to start taking off our masks.
Public Health Madison and Dane County says it will not issue any more public safety orders after the current order expires in a couple of weeks. The county's strong vaccination rate and the decline of COVID cases fueling today's decision.
Come June 2nd, there will be no more mandatory mask policy, and all gathering limits and capacity restrictions will be lifted. Our first public health order expired a year ago today. It was quickly replaced with every order bringing about a new set of rules, each one designed to protect Dane County residents. There's now more hope at the end of this 2-week window. But one of the biggest issues will be being able to tell if someone without a mask is truly vaccinated.
And businesses have to decide what policy to set for their employees as well. Amanda Quintana joins us with the questions business owners have to ask themselves, and customers might want to ask too. Amanda?
After June 2nd, if you see someone walking down the street in Dane County without a mask on, you might wonder if they're actually vaccinated or if they just wanted to ditch the mask. But if you see an employee without a mask on who's maybe serving you food or even coming in your house for services, you're probably going to want to know if they're vaccinated or not.
It's sort of like social norms meet legal requirements and practical issues all in the workplace, right? The key thing is there's not one set way of doing it.
Employment attorney Steve DiTullio is getting a lot of questions from businesses about what to do now, since the CDC said vaccinated people no longer need to wear masks.
Whether it's veterinary practices, engineering firms, manufacturing firms, or restaurants, they all have these types of questions.
Come June 2nd in Dane County, if an employee shows up to work without a mask, should their boss just trust that they're vaccinated or ask for proof?
There's some businesses that don't want to ask their employees. They don't want to put them in that position of asking that type of information.
Realistically, many businesses will have some employees in masks and some without, creating another divide in an already polarizing issue.
Doesn't that sort of underscore everything that we're seeing in society right now of people butting heads over to vaccine or not to vaccine, to mask up or not to mask up?
DiTullio says the least controversial option would probably be to keep masking requirements for all employees. As customers, the only way to know if unmasked workers are vaccinated is to ask. A question workers like plumbers or electricians could be getting a lot.
I got to believe they're going to be asking that question both to when they make the appointment and when the person shows up at their house. And they can do that. I mean, you don't have to have somebody in your home that you feel puts you and your family at risk.
DiTullio says that OSHA is working on giving out some guidance to those businesses and setting more of a standard, but that isn't set to be released until next month.
All right.